With her signature red hair and icy one-liners, Madelaine Petsch didn't just play Cheryl Blossom, she redefined the role of the high school mean girl. On the CW's Riverdale, she turned what could have been a one-note character into one of the show's most layered and unforgettable personalities. But behind that razor-sharp sass is an actress with immense emotional range, deep focus, and a relentless drive to create. Madelaine wasn't handed the spotlight. She earned it through persistence, vulnerability, and fire. Born on August 18, 1994 in Port Orchard, Washington, Madelaine had anything but a traditional upbringing. Raised by South African parents, she grew up vegetarian, deeply connected to nature, and committed to sustainability long before it was trendy. At a young age, she split her time between dance classes and theater training, slowly developing the passion that would fuel her future career. She knew early on that she wasn't meant for an ordinary path, and when she moved to Los Angeles, she was prepared to face rejection head-on. Madelaine auditioned for several roles on Riverdale before finally landing Cheryl, a character she instantly connected with. Her portrayal transformed Cheryl from a background queen bee into one of the most complex characters on the show, grappling with grief, identity, trauma, and redemption. With each season, she brought new layers to the role, mixing vulnerability with venom, heartbreak with humor. Fans didn't just love Cheryl, they saw themselves in her, thanks to Madelaine's fearless and nuanced performance. While Riverdale made her famous, Madelaine refused to be boxed in. She launched her own YouTube channel, quickly gaining millions of subscribers by sharing unfiltered moments of her life, from skincare routines to anxiety struggles. She also stepped into producing, taking control of her creative vision and exploring projects that reflect her voice. Her short film, Claire at 16, marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where she's not just in front of the camera, but behind it, shaping the narrative. Madelaine has never shied away from being honest about her mental health. She's spoken candidly about anxiety, burnout, and the pressures of fame, using her platform to remind fans that it's okay not to be okay. Her openness is rare in Hollywood, and it's resonated deeply with her audience. She doesn't pretend to have all the answers, but she leads with sincerity, whether she's talking about therapy or showing up barefaced on camera. It's that vulnerability that's turned followers into loyal fans. Madelaine has also become a fashion icon in her own right, known for bold, edgy looks that balance sophistication with rebellion. She's a regular at Fashion Week, a muse for designers, and a standout on every red carpet. But her advocacy goes beyond style. She's passionate about animal rights, environmental causes, and ethical living. She's worked with cruelty-free brands and uses her platform to speak on issues that matter, proving that you can care about eyeliner and endangered species at the same time. As Riverdale nears its end, fans wonder what's next for Madelaine, but she isn't worried. She's already diving into new roles that challenge her creatively, from psychological thrillers to dark comedies. She's exploring different genres, producing her own content and writing stories that reflect her evolution as both an artist and a woman. Madelaine isn't afraid of reinvention. She thrives on it. For her, this isn't the end of an era. It's the beginning of something entirely her own. Madelaine Petsch is more than a character, more than a trend, and more than a single show. She's a creator, a leader, and a voice for a generation looking for honesty in an airbrushed world. Her story is one of persistence, growth, and unapologetic individuality. Whether she's lighting up the screen or making content from her living room, she shows up fully, real, flawed, and powerful, and that's exactly why her journey is far from over. It's just heating up. Asher Angel isn't your typical teen star. With his soulful eyes, magnetic charm, and natural charisma, he's captivated audiences far beyond his years. But his story didn't start with flashing lights or big auditions. It began on the stage of a community theater in Arizona. Long before Hollywood came calling, Asher was performing in over a dozen musical productions by age 7, slowly laying the foundation for the triple threat star he was destined to become. This wasn't about chasing fame, it was about doing what he loved from the very beginning. Asher's first big break came with Disney Channel's Andy Mack, where he played Jonah Beck, the charming, complicated boy next door who quickly became a fan favorite. The show tackled real-life issues with honesty, and Asher's performance brought heart and sincerity to every episode. It wasn't just a role, it was a platform. The series introduced him to millions of young fans and earned him recognition as one of the most promising young actors of his generation. But even then, Asher knew he wanted to aim even higher. The game changer came in 2019 when Asher starred as Billy Batson in the DC blockbuster Shazam. At just 16 years old, he held his own in a major superhero franchise, balancing humor, emotion, and action with surprising depth. Audiences fell in love with his portrayal of a foster kid turned superhero, and the film's success cemented Asher's place in the industry. Unlike many young actors, he didn't let the spotlight shake him. He stayed grounded, focused, and excited for what came next. What many fans quickly discovered is that Asher's talent isn't limited to acting. He's also an accomplished singer, blending pop, soul, and R&B into a sound that's uniquely his own. Singles like Chemistry and Guilty showed off not just his voice, but his emotional honesty. He writes his own music, pulls from personal experiences, and brings the same level of heart to his music as he does to his performances. For Asher, music isn't a side hustle, it's an equal passion. Despite early fame, Asher remains remarkably grounded. He credits his close-knit family, especially his mom and siblings, for keeping him centered. Whether he's attending red carpets or performing for fans, he always brings a sense of gratitude and humility. He doesn't try to be perfect, he just tries to be real. And in an industry filled with pressure, that kind of authenticity is refreshing and rare. Asher is more than just a performer. He's a role model for young people learning how to navigate identity, confidence, and ambition. Through his work and public presence, he encourages fans to be themselves, take risks, and believe in their dreams. He's been vocal about mental health, self-worth, and the importance of pursuing creativity without fear. And the best part? He leads by example, choosing projects and partnerships that align with his values and growth. As he transitions into adulthood, Asher's evolving both artistically and personally. He's taking on more mature roles, experimenting with new music, and exploring life beyond the Disney bubble. He's not in a rush, but he's not standing still either. Whether it's the Shazam sequel, future albums, or new acting projects, he's committed to growing, learning, and surprising people with every move. The kid from the community theater is still here, but now he's got a global stage. Asher Angel isn't just a teenage sensation. He's a full-fledged artist with staying power. With his blend of talent, charm, and emotional intelligence, he's built a career that's as heartfelt as it is exciting. He's not chasing trends. He's creating a path that's uniquely his own. And whether he's saving the world as Billy Batson or singing to a packed crowd, one thing is certain. Asher's story is only just beginning, and the best is yet to come.